Hello everyone, in this video I want to talk about analysis of translation deviation in English-Indonesian translation. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Mardiana from 6B class, English Education. So, translation deviation refers to change in form, structure, or meaning that occur during the process of translating from the search language into the target language. Why does deviation happen? Deviation happens because every language has different grammatical structures, cultural backgrounds, and ways of expressing meaning. Therefore, translators often make adjustments so that the translation sounds natural and easy to understand. There are common types of translation deviations. First, structural shift. Second, lexical shift. Third, unit shift. Fourth, meaning shift. And fifth, literal translation. Before we see the results of my analysis, let's read the source text or text sumber. The government recently announced a new environmental campaign aimed at reducing plastic waste in major cities. During the press conference, the minister explained that the program would involve schools, local communities, and private companies in promoting environmentally friendly habits. He emphasized that public awareness was still one of the biggest challenges in solving environmental problems. According to the minister, many people continue to use single-use plastic products, even though the negative impacts had been widely discussed in the media. In addition, several traditional markets still relied heavily on plastic packaging because it was considered cheap and practical. The government plans to provide free reusable bags and conduct educational workshops in schools and public spaces starting next month. However, some business owners expressed concern that the policy might increase operational costs and reduce customer convenience. Despite these concerns, environmental activists welcome that campaign and hope that it would encourage people to adopt more sustainable lifestyles. They also state that long-term cooperation between the government and society was necessary to create meaningful environmental change. And this is the target text or text target. Pemerintah baru-baru ini mengumumkan kampanye lingkungan baru yang ditujukan untuk mengurangi sampah plastik di kota-kota besar. Selama konferensi pers, Menteri menjelaskan bahwa program tersebut akan melibatkan sekolah, komunitas lokal, dan perusahaan pribadi dalam mempromosikan kebiasaan yang ramah lingkungan. Dia menekankan bahwa kesadaran publik masih menjadi salah satu tantangan terbesar dalam menyelesaikan masalah lingkungan. Menurut Menteri, banyak orang terus menggunakan produk plastik sekali pakai, meskipun dampak negatifnya telah didiskusikan secara luas di media. Selain itu, beberapa pasar tradisional masih sangat bergantung pada kemasan plastik karena dianggap murah dan praktis. Pemerintah berencana menyediakan tas yang dapat digunakan kembali secara gratis dan melakukan lokakarya pendidikan di sekolah dan ruang publik mulai bulan depan. Namun, beberapa pemilik bisnis menyatakan perhatian bahwa kebijakan tersebut mungkin meningkatkan biaya operasional dan mengurangi kenyamanan pelanggan. Meskipun ada perhatian tersebut, aktivis lingkungan menyambut kampanye itu dan berharap bahwa program tersebut akan mendorong masyarakat mengadopsi gaya hidup yang lebih berkelanjutan. Mereka juga menyatakan bahwa kerjasama jangka panjang antara pemerintah dan masyarakat diperlukan untuk menciptakan perubahan lingkungan yang berarti. And here, the analysis of the translation deviation that I just got. Data 1. The search text is aimed at reducing plastic waste. In literal meaning in Indonesian, ditujukan untuk mengurangi sampah plastik, but in translation in the text, yang ditujukan untuk mengurangi sampah plastik. The type of deviation is structural shift. Literally, the first could be translated as ditujukan untuk mengurangi sampah plastik. However, the translator add the word yang, changing the first into the clause yang ditujukan untuk mengurangi sampah plastik. This structural change was made to make the sentence sound more natural and grammatically appropriate in Indonesian. And here, data 2. The source text, public awareness. In literal meaning in Indonesian, kesadaran umum, but in translation in the text, kesadaran publik. The type of deviation is lexical shift. Literally, the word public could be translated as umum. However, the translator chose the word public because it is more commonly used in formal and social contexts in Indonesia. This lexical choice makes the translation sound more natural and academic. And this data 3. The source text is single-use plastic products. In literal meaning in Indonesian, produk plastik penggunaan tunggal, but in translation in the text, produk plastik sekali pakai. The type of deviation is unit shift. If translated literally, the purse would become produk plastik penggunaan tunggal, but this expression sounds unnatural in Indonesian. Therefore, the translator changed it into produk plastik sekali pakai, which is more commonly used and easier for Indonesian readers to understand. Here is data 4. The source text is cheap and practical. Literal meaning in Indonesian is murah dan praktis, but in translation in the text, murah dan praktis. The type of deviation, literal translation. In this part, the translation is exactly the same as the literal meaning. There is no significant change in structure or meaning because both languages share a similar and natural expression. Here data 5. The source text is customer convenience. In literal meaning in Indonesian, kenyamanan pelanggan, but in translation in the text, kenyamanan pelanggan. The type of deviation is lexical and structural shift. Literally, the phrase means kenyamanan pelanggan. However, English and Indonesian have different modifier positions. In English, the word customer comes before the main noun, while in Indonesian, the word pelanggan is placed after noun, kenyamanan. This shift follows Indonesian grammatical structure and makes the translation sound more natural. And here is my critical analysis. Overall, the translation is accurate in conveying meaning, easy for Indonesian readers to understand, natural in structure, and appropriate to the environmental and social context. The translation deviation found in the text do not reduce the main meaning. Instead, the changes help target readers understand the message more effectively. However, several structural changes occur due to the grammatical differences between English and Indonesian. And the conclusion based on the analysis, the translated text contains several types of translation deviations, such as structure shift, lexical shift, unit shift, and literal translation. These deviations occur because of differences in language structure, cultural differences between languages, and the need to make the translation more natural. Overall, the translation is still acceptable, meaningful, and contextual appropriate. So the communication purpose is successfully delivered. So that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.